Hi, I'm Jamie Purviance, and I'm here to show you the way to make a tea paste for a grilled steak. This is a great idea that comes from my friend April. I'm always looking for interesting ways of seasoning a grilled steak, and she was looking at her pantry of spices and dried herbs one day, you know, the oregano and the tarragon and whatnot, and she just thought, you know what? How about adding something new? How about adding a tea bag or two? She uses Earl Grey tea, and when you think about it, it makes really good sense because dried herbs are just dried leaves, and that's what tea is anyway. The key is to use the right kind of tea and in the right balance, so not too much. And Earl Grey is just right because it has this really nice smoky quality to it. So here are the seasonings that are in this perfect tea paste. We've got kosher salt, black pepper, dried tarragon, there are the Earl Grey tea leaves, and some thyme. And all you need to do is take those and put them into a clean coffee mill or spice grinder and just whirl them until they're finely ground, particularly the whole peppercorns. And then to make it into a paste, you just simply add it to some oil. And you mix that together, and you've got this nice, smooth, aromatic paste. You spread that all over your steaks, and then we're going to let these sit for about 20 or 30 minutes just to take the chill off of the steaks and also give the flavors an opportunity to penetrate. Then it's going to be time to grill. So my steaks have rested for about 20 minutes. The grill is preheated. It's nice and hot. I'm also preheating a cast iron pan so I can do my mushrooms. I'll show you how to do that in a second. But these are going to go right over direct heat. Nice sizzle. You can actually start to smell the tea right away. It has a certain smoky quality on its own, which is really, really nice. Now over here in this pan, I'm going to make some buttery mushrooms, but not soggy mushrooms. I want to show you a technique for making them not crispy, but at least they have some integrity. They have a little bite to them. The thing is that mushrooms have a lot of water in them. They're full of moisture. They're up to about 90% water. So you have to cook them in a particular way. Start with some butter. The butter has a tendency to burn over these high temperatures, so what I do is add a little bit of oil, and that prevents it from burning. And once the butter is just about melted, I'm going to add the mushrooms. And I want to add them in a single layer. In other words, they shouldn't crowd the pan. I want all the mushrooms touching the bottom of the pan so that they begin to brown. And the tip here is not to stir them for a couple of minutes. Just let them cook. What happens is if you stir them, the cells inside the mushrooms begin to break open and the water just leaches out and you end up kind of steaming the mushrooms and they get a little soggy that way. So don't stir them too early. And the other thing is don't salt them too early. As soon as you add the salt, you're also going to draw out water. So I'm just going to let things cook for a couple of minutes and come back. So it's been a couple of minutes. It's time to turn my steaks. And now I can begin to stir the mushrooms as well and season them with a little bit of salt, some pepper, and I'm going to add some thinly sliced garlic at this point as well. And give that a little stir. They're beginning to brown nicely. They smell fantastic. They're picking up all that good garlic butter flavor. This is going to be fantastic. 4 fabulous looking steaks ready to be served. I'm going to let those rest for just a couple of minutes while I finish up my beautifully buttery mushrooms. I like to add just a little bit of vinegar at the end, just a touch, because the butter is so rich. A little bit of fresh parsley to freshen it up. And the smell is just amazing. I mean, the garlic and the butter and the mushrooms, I don't know what tastes better than that. And we'll just drop those on. Don't forget that good buttery mixture. Fresh herbs, a nice red wine, a salad, maybe some good bread. And you are living large. So next time you're thinking about grilling steak and you're perusing that pantry of oregano and tarragon and whatever else, look in the other pantry, look in the one with the tea, and dare to be different.